So today we're going to be making a base that's pretty good for killing NPCs as well as keeping players out. So this is going to be for, so we're going to start with the ladder. Put the ladder right there, rotate it, put another one here lining up with it. Then we're going to get the turrets out the way, honestly. I'm going to place this here so I can see up higher. We're going to do 1, we're going to do 2, we're going to do 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go to traps, delete 2 turrets, place 1. You want to line it up with this rail, in between this rail and in between this roller, because you want them to be able to shoot the NPCs as they come in, but you also want to make sure that when the roller pops up, it has enough room. I'll show you in a second what I mean by that. Again, line it up with the right about there. And let me show you what I meant by the roller, or the garage door blocking it. So like when you roll it up, you see it gets bigger, so you want to make sure you have some space in between so it isn't being completely blocked by that roller. And we're going to get the bush. This is to block the bullets, just in case you get Shotgun Willy or a player's trying to shoot you from outside your base. You put this up, you'll be good. Usually I do 4. You can get away with 4. Actually, I'll show you that. Instead, we'll just do the 4. You're going to place 1 right by this wall, 1 by this wall, 1 in between that, and 1 in between those. And that's your 4. You're going to place them on the floor as well, just to make sure you don't get shot from underneath, because players can do that. If they back up, they can shoot through there. There you go. Here we go. Gonna get the stone wall again, or the wood one, doesn't matter. Get the ladder. You're gonna place this above, on top of the bushes. You want to try to line it up with the one you have placed below. Don't worry if it's completely off, or a little bit off. You don't want it to be completely off though. Yeah, I can tell they're probably a little off. Let's see. Should be good. Looks, it'll work. Okay. Now after that, you want to add the carpet. I'm gonna check really quick just to check the spacing between these, because the spacing is pretty weird. Like when you actually try to place it, it's a little off-centered, so let's see. Oh, there we go. Place it that direction, so you're gonna need about that much room. So you're gonna want to place, you have to play around with the distance a little bit, so you're gonna want to place that, another bush on top of that, and another ladder on top of that. Bam. Now you're gonna go back to the carpet. There we go. Yep, that's good enough. Move back just a little bit. There we go. Now we can delete this ladder and bush. That way, if you see, let me come through here, just in case of NPCs jump, they'll just get caught up here and the turrets will still be in range of them. And for the inside, I usually grab these, I line them up with this, with the carpet, the edge of the carpet, and then I do 3 here usually. On the other one I'll do 4, like in the front, but we'll do 3 here. And get rid of that, delete these 2 turrets. Oops. And I usually line it up with this. Bam. Line this one up. And bam. There you go. Delete these. Don't worry about this bed, I just have this here so I could respawn. For this back piece, I'll usually do a whole bunch of carpet. I'm gonna just stack it all the way up. And to get my distance, I'll use a ladder. Just gotta get it, there we go. And you wanna line this up with the carpets. There we go. Sometimes it'll be off depending on which side it's rotated on. Don't worry about that. Just make sure it's about the same height as the ladder. Delete everything below. Delete the ladder once you're up here, or keep it. You want to put actually I'm going to do it down here so it's easier to see. Place the stone pillar there, and one pillar here, and jump back up. Now we're going to add a bed. You can add any bed, doesn't matter. I just like this one. Bam. And then I'm going to add a lamp here. Always add a lamp. Just so when the lights go out I can see. Down here we're going to add lamps in the corner. Bam. And then we don't really have to worry about lamps anymore. We're going to add ladders as like a railing for this. Line it up right there, rotate it so the bars are lined up. Bam. You can leave it like this, but sometimes the reason why we have these turrets here is because players will slide in just like you, and if they're have the defense blessing with armor, they can usually get some shots off on you. So just to make sure that they can't, usually I'll add some more bushes up here so that they can't shoot through. And I'll add one right there, one right there, and then one in the middle. And I'll usually double stack these just to make sure. There's one stacked up right there, and one more. Boom. And then that's all covered. I'll also add, just in case you need to face through the walls for whatever reason, combat, or if you want to get the survivor achievement, put this there. I'll line it up with this end bed piece. So whatever bed you have, you can line it up with, or put it wherever you want, doesn't really matter. It's all personal preference. Now we got left and right. If you want one in the back, you can add an office chair or whatever you want. Down here is where I'll add all the safe and utilities. So I'll put a safe right there, a workbench, and a scrap grinder right here. And if you have a basement, you can do whatever you do with the basement. I haven't really found out what to put right here. If you have any ideas, I'd love to see them down in the comments, actually, because I don't know, I just don't see what to put right here. But the last thing we have to add is, so you don't have to, but this is like, if you have the money, you can do it. I usually do the wood floor and the dark brick walls, and boom, we're done. Safe, workbench, scrapper. If you also, by the way, whenever you load into a new game or something, if you can't jump up, because sometimes it'll jump up, sometimes it won't. If you're having trouble jumping up, I recommend you walk on top of the workbench and look straight up, and then you can set your spawn underneath. There you go. Just so I can show you what it's like, we'll grab a mob really quick. Then when you come in here, they climb up or they get stuck on this bottom rail. You can't shoot me. Boom. And because it's the turrets, you get their items. That's why I recommend you use either turrets or the fly traps. The spikes will not give you items from people who get killed by it. And then boom, just come in here, do whatever you need to do. And yeah, there you go.